Misery, pain, nightmares, despair. What else is new? So, in a follow-up response to my last video, you already know what happened. It's China. It's the Chinese national team. I don't care if the women's team is way better than the men's team. Just every time there's disappointment, there's nothing but pain and despair, except for back when we were actually pretty good. China basically did what they needed to do on the last match day of the group stage in the Women's U20 Asian Cup with a 6-1 win over Vietnam. Only problem was, Japan lost to North Korea. Now, listen, I didn't expect this to happen, but in all honesty, I kinda should've. Japan were already through to the knockouts, and it was pretty guaranteed they would rest their starters, so yeah, not really surprising there. The one time I needed Japan to win for me, and they blow it. But look, who are we to blame Japan for our own failures? We have no one to blame but ourselves for our downfall. I mean, if we wanted to go to the knockouts, we should have beaten North Korea. Simple as that. Or, if we wanted to go to the knockouts, we should have gotten a better result against Japan. You know? Unfortunately, that means China is out of the group stage of yet another Asian Cup, so isn't that fun? But there are positives to take away from this tournament. For one, even though we were eventually knocked out, we did beat Vietnam 6-1. I know that's not really a great example because Vietnam have been awful this tournament, but listen, change it to the men's team. I guarantee they won't do it. Like 0-0 draw probably. Just like we saw against Tajikistan and Lebanon. Oh boy, the memories are coming back. But yeah, when the women's team actually needed to do their job and produce something of value, they did. It's just the other result didn't go our way, so could that have been mitigated by us, you know, getting better results earlier? Yeah, 100%. But, you know, when it came down to the wire, we could actually do stuff when our backs were against the wall. So, the women's team has that over the men's team. Men's team, please learn. So, what's next for the China national team? Well, all the way in May, we have the U17 Women's Asian Cup, and, you know, considering the group we got drawn into, I'm fully expecting us to get demolished there, but who knows? Given how well the U20 women's team performed on the last day, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we'll cause an upset, finish second or something, whatever. I hope. But before that, we have World Cup qualifiers against Singapore this month. Oh gosh. Look, Singapore have not been good in the World Cup qualifiers, but have we really been that much better? Recently, the China national team, after their embarrassing performance in the Asian Cup, sacked head coach Alexander Yankovic, and who was brought in to replace him? Branko Ivankovic. If I can say anything positive about the guy, he did lead Croatia to that unlikely third-place finish all the way back in the 1998 World Cup. And also, he does have experience with one Chinese club before, so he knows how much of a disaster we are. But there's also the questionable bits because before this, he was the head coach of Oman. And if you saw Oman's Asian Cup performance, it was even worse. In fact, he was sacked after they went winless in the group stage and crashed out. Was that maybe a little bit harsh? Well, yeah, maybe. Oman were never really favorites for the Asian Cup, and he did go against the likes of Mancini. And look, Oman at least scored in the Asian Cup, unlike China. But look, I'm not very optimistic right now. I just hope we can get results against Singapore. If not, we're completely done. Like, 100%. If we don't win against Singapore both times, we're probably out of the World Cup already. My gosh. When will the suffering subside? But yeah, in a few weeks after the World Cup qualifiers against Singapore, I'll come back to this, note how miserable I'll probably be. Or elated, who knows? And yeah, see you then.